Let's understand the concept of poverty, garibi. So this is a characteristics that is specially seen in India. When we picture India, nowadays we are picturing Geo, Digital India, Make in India movement. But there was a time when poverty was actually a real face of Indian economy. What is poverty? Poverty can be defined as a social phenomenon in which a section of the society is unable to fulfill even the basic necessity of life. That means there is a section of the society which was not getting the basic necessity of life, that is nothing but roti, kapda, makan, that is the food, shelter, clothing. They were not getting this basic necessity thing. When a substantial segment of society is deprived from minimum level of living and continues at a bare subsistence level, the society is said to be plagued with mass poverty. That means when a country or an economy where a lot of people are not getting their basic minimum needs, that's the time when it is said that the economy is massively into poverty. There are two types of poverty in literature of economy. They are absolute poverty and relative poverty. That means there are two types of poverty, very generally speaking. The first one being absolute poverty and the second one being relative poverty. Let's understand about the first thing, that is absolute poverty. In absolute standard, an amount is determined which represents the per capita expenditure of a consumer. That means one standard is there. In absolute poverty, we have a standard that is fixed, which is determined, which represents per capita expenditure, that is how much a person is expending or he is using the money for his consumption. The section of society whose income level or expenditure is below this standard, below this amount, the society is said to be absolutely poor or into absolute poverty. That means whosoever income is below the absolute standard or below the standard, they are said to be poor people or below poverty line people. In other words, a person whose expenditure is below this minimal subsistence level, then he is said to be absolutely poverty. That means again the same dialogue, when his expenditure is less than this minimum subsistence level which is fixed, when it is less than that, then he is said to be absolutely poor. Usually poverty is expressed in terms of calories. In India, poverty is not expressed in terms of expenditure because obviously we have something called inflation where the price is changing and things are happening very drastically. Hence, we compare it on the basis of calories. So let's understand this in a little bit more detailed manner. According to Indian Council of Medical Research, the consumption of physical quantities like first one cereals, pulses, milk, butter, etc. These things, how do we consume and what manner do we consume, is totally based on a person is poor or rich, or it determines the main value of poverty. That means that minimum subsistence level of intake of calories is based on these five things generally, that is cereals, pulses, milk, butter, etc., given by Indian Council of Medical Research. In order, in rural areas, there should be 2400 calories per capita, and in urban areas it is 2100 calories per capita on daily basis. That means a person needs to have 2400 calories intake per person in rural areas and 2100 calorie intakes in a urban area. That means he should have minimum this much of calories a day, one person, so that he is said that he is above poverty line. If anybody is consuming below this 2400 calories per person per day in rural area and 2100 calories per person per day in urban area are said to be below poverty line according to absolute poverty concept. Now many people actually ask me one small question, sir, what is this different? Why rural areas there is a lot of calories that should be taken and why not in urban areas? In urban areas we have a lot of comfort, though they are poor, the families are small, the place where they stay is small, and number of works that they do is much easier in urban areas. Hence the calorie intake is also a little bit low that is required. In urban areas, in rural areas, they do a lot of work, farming, etc. They have huge families, responsibilities, and no proper living standards and huge families. So that's the reason why the calorie intake there is very much more, because they need a little bit more energy than the people what's needed in urban areas. Hence 2400 in rural and 2100 in urban. Now let's understand the next and the second concept, that is relative poverty. What is relative poverty? When we relate two things with each other, one person might be rich, one person might be poor. So that is in simple nutshell what is relative poverty is all about. That means we are comparing one person with another. If we compare A with B, if he is more rich, then B is said that he is relatively poor. That's it. In relative standards, the standard of living of top 5 to 10% of population is compared to bottom 5 to 10% of the population, depending upon the estimations of income distribution. That means we are comparing with the top level people, like who are the top 5 to 10% people and how much they are earning. And we are comparing them with the bottom 5 to 10% people, how much they are earning. If there is a lot of difference between these two people, this is known as relatively poverty. That means the person who are in the bottom level, whose per capita income is less, they are relatively poor to the people who are in higher section. This is known as people with low income are relatively poor compared to the people with high income, even though their standard of living is above the minimum subsistence level. That means if we compare very simply, okay, a person who has a car is already above the poverty line. He is already above the poverty line. He is not into poverty. But a person who is having Jaguar BMW and a person who is just having a Tata Nano, okay, they both will have a very relative difference. Okay, the person who is having Jaguar, BMW, Mercedes is relatively rich. Similarly, the person who is having Tata Nano is relatively poor to the person with whom we are comparing. So this is about relatively poverty concept, where a person might have more income than the subsistence level. He might not be poor, but when we compare relatively, they are poor. In developed countries like USA, UK, they have succeeded in eradicating absolute poverty. That means there is no one who is absolutely poor. It is a developed economy where everybody is above the subsistence level, but relative poverty is never eradicated. So this was the concept of poverty. Thank you.